What's up, guys? Today we're going to be reviewing blogIt and a couple of my other older projects that I've worked on. Um, blogIt was built in React, and it was one of the first React things I did about 3 or 4 years ago, I believe. So let's navigate to my portfolio website. This is my old portfolio, so if you're currently viewing this from my new portfolio, yeah. And so let's look at it. So this is blogIt. And blogIt was a old project that I did to just experiment with React and XJS and TypeScript. It was built with MongoDB, so all this stuff comes from a Mongo database. And yeah, so it's also very close to just trying to mimic my Medium. If you're unfamiliar with Medium, let's see. Medium is a pretty much a blog website. So if I go to my profile, I have a couple blogs here, and you can go ahead and review them. It should be there should be a Medium link on my blog on my portfolio website if you're reviewing that from there. Otherwise, probably find it on LinkedIn or somewhere else. Anyway, yeah. So this is a very old project. It's kind of embarrassing to be honest. I haven't reviewed this in a long time, but it's essentially just a pull of my Medium. So all the Medium things that I have. We have a bit of a featured page here, and it has a little picture of me with my two dogs on the front of it, which is actually a pretty good photo of me and them. It was on Christmas at my old apartment. And then so we can look at the different journals and stuff like that, the different entries and stuff like that I've done. It has a little contact page, which is probably out of date because I built it 3 years ago and it uses uh, email.js. But I just kind of want to share that. Let's go ahead and review some other projects that I did because I kind of wanted. It's not. I have these two big projects that I worked on, which is To Do It and Shop It or eShop. And yeah, so we can also look at this one. This one's super embarrassing. This is the first time I discovered Tailwind, and so I kind of was just messing around with it, and I tried to build this carousel thing that just didn't turn out too well. And then I have yeah, so this is some pretty old work. I built this back in I think 2020 was when I did it, and I said 2020 to 2021 because I had no idea how copyright worked. And it's called Inswell because all's well ends well. I had an old thing with my best friend where we built a little joiner website, or not a joiner, but it was a joint website that we built together that was called Inswell, and it was to feature all of our projects and stuff. Let's see, what else do we have here? Shop It. This is actually just an API. This is not eShop. This is actually kind of stems from that. I looked back at this repo and I kind of want to do something pretty very similar to this. This is just code. It's not deployed anywhere. Python in progress, which is I've done a lot of Python projects since then and took a lot of classes, so that's kind of out of date. Vanilla JavaScript. Oh yeah, this is actually a pretty fun one. This was a little. This is actually a project that I worked on with one of my students. So I used to be a dev instructor, and this was a project that we actually worked on together. I was like, hey, I'll go ahead and put that on my portfolio, and you can put it on yours as well. And it's essentially just Snake Game. It's the way that this is designed is actually almost entirely CSS, which is pretty cool. But you can tell that it's got a little bit of issues. I mean, there's a lot of JavaScript too, but how the snake is moving is mainly through CSS, which is pretty cool. So yeah, you can go ahead and look at this. I don't think this will be on my new portfolio website, which is why I included it in the blogIt video. So yeah, and then I think the next thing that I will do after this is just a review of my new portfolio website, which I'm pretty proud of. Oh, and yeah, so if you want to play this snake game, you can look at the URL right there. I don't want to lose. Right here, just snake game. I put it on my GitHub as a GitHub pages. But yeah, so that's that. And then see, this is an Arduino Uno. It's kind of hard not to show without giving you the Arduino Uno and all that stuff that I used to build it to kind of mess around with. I mean, these are really simple breadboard like lights and flashing and stuff like that. But yeah, so anyway, I think that's all the projects on my portfolio that are kind of outdated that I just want to review in this video. So if you like this, this was pretty much for blogIt, but you guys have a wonderful day and take it easy.